Schoolboy error yet again. And yeah, I don't know. It's the way it goes sometimes. It has been absolutely throwing it down here. The rain just stopped a little bit, but it's been absolutely throwing it down. Still really rough wind though. Yeah, so, and the sea's got a lot rougher. I had to run back, get my beach shelter because it was that bad. And yeah, still nothing yet, but it's very rough out here now. I'm trying to cope with this wind. So, we'll press on. The wind now is so rough. Even my beach shelter's struggling to stand up. I've just piled more and more shingle on it, but it's still struggling. Yeah, it's very, very windy. Very difficult to cast out. The sea's a lot rougher now than when I first started earlier on. I still no bites yet. But you know, we'll stick it out for a bit more. Tide's still coming in. Time for a coffee and we'll see how we get on. Well, the weather's changed again. We've now got the sun out. It's brightened up. I can't believe how much it's brightened up. But the wind's still rough. The sea's rough. And I've had no bites yet. There's a bit of weed out there. You know, a bit of rubbish in the sea. And yeah, it's still very windy. I've had to put even more shingle up on the beach shelter. I've had to move the rod rest standing closer because the wind just keeps taking that over. So I know it's not the best angle at the moment, but it's the best I can do. I've got to position it in front of the beach shelter to stop the wind hitting it and knocking it over. I can't believe we just had that torrential rain, and I thought that was here for the rest of the day. And there's probably more on the way, but actually at the moment it's not that cold. Well, it's a bit cold, but it's not that cold. And yeah, it's turned out it's quite nice. It'd be nice to get a bite now though, but the water's very mucky. There's weed in there, all sorts of rubbish, logs floating around, all sorts. But we shall persist. Oh, still very, very windy. But yeah, it's nice to see the sun out. The sea's still a bit rough, there's loads of weed out there. But at the moment, I'm holding my ground. I'm just hoping, I know it sounds ridiculous, but I'm kind of hoping that there's no big rays out there. Because I've only got a 26-pound line on. And when I caught them 2 rays the other day, just snapped my line off. That must have been big ray. The reel just went spinning off like that. And a bit of a schoolboy error from me. I locked the ratchet down a bit too hard, and then I give it a bit of a tug to see if I was properly on the fish, and I was, but then I went and snapped off. So if there's any big ray out there today, which there probably is when it's like this, I could snap off again. Although I will play it as best as I can. So yeah, Water's very mucky. It's this wind that's a killer. Great big log out there right in front of me as well. Just going past. Keeps poking its head up and then going away again. But yeah, might have to start thinking about moving back as well. Still a few hours yet before high tide, but it's already coming in quite close. I don't think this is holding bottom now. I think it's gone over to the right. Yeah, it's gone over to the right quite a bit. So I'm not holding bottom anymore. Loads of weed round. Loads of it. I suspect my bait has got covered in weed. Oh, I'm having to pull that a bit. Surely that can't be a fish. Oh man. Yeah, it's weed fish. So my bait's been completely covered. No way you're going to catch a fish with that. Right. Oh yeah. I'm in two minds whether to change this up, you know. Definitely going to change the lead. Let's get put a 6-ounce gripper on. Might not be the best thing to do, but we'll give it a try. Sling that back out again. I'll sling that back out and then I'll see how that performs. But I'm kind of thinking this is not the right, it's not the right rig to have on like this. Let's just get rid of that weed. Right, I'll just throw it out again. We'll see what happens. Well, considering the wind, that ain't a bad cast. Oh no, the rain's coming again. Ah, oh, damn. let that settle for a minute. Oh, rain, rain, here we go. Sun's out, really windy. And now the rain's here. Right, while that's doing that, while it's fishing now, I might, I might get a different rig going. I'm not sure yet, just pondering. The sea's just scattered with weed all over, and you can see my rod's just going all over the place. I've got a 6 ounce gripper on there, and yet it's pulling all over the place. So I just lost my lead. It's gone really light, that has. I don't believe I've snapped off again. Right, that's it, I'm packing up. I've snapped off again. It's far too rough for this line. Far too rough. So call it a day. Schoolboy error yet again. And yeah, I don't know. It's the way it goes sometimes. Luckily I don't have far to go to get back home. Literally up that slope. Sorry, there it is, up that slope there, and that's it. I'm there. That's my view.